So I want to be truthful and say I've been struggling lately. I think when I chose to go on this journey, I decided to always be 100% with you guys about what I'm going through. And lately, I've just had some really rough weeks with how I view my body. I just woke up in the morning and had so many different thoughts running through my head about if working on my mindset is what I should really be doing. Or if, on the other hand, I should be, changing my diet and changing my workouts and, setting a routine that is going to help me with weight loss. Even though I told myself for a long time, going into this year, that that's not my goal. My goal is not to focus on weight loss. But lately, I've just been feeling so down about myself and the way I feel that I just have been questioning everything. And this is why I created today's video, because I just want to be honest with you guys about where I'm at, that not every single day is a great day. Not every single week or month are the same. There's sometimes that I sit on the couch and I just have so many thoughts about my body and how I feel about it, and just everything going into what I've been working on so far. When I get dressed in the morning and I'm choosing outfits, lately I've just been overthinking my outfit choices as well. I think it's hard to be positive about your body when you see it in, a picture or in a video. And I think for me, it's just hard sometimes because I know that I have roles, but seeing it just affects me. And I wish it didn't, but it does. And this is the reality of it. The reality of the fact that I've struggled with seeing my body as it is. And I think that's okay. I know I'm going to have those moments of not liking the way my body looks, and I'm going to be tough on myself and tough on the fact that I have roles, but I know how far I've come, and I know how much I just need to keep working on it. I think that the moments of self-doubt and the moments of, being sad about my body is going to come, and I know I have to just work through those, like I have been over the last 9 months, just really working on my mindset. It doesn't mean sometimes I don't look in the mirror at myself and, dislike what I see. I've struggled with, having a double chin and looking in the mirror and seeing that, or seeing it in photos and wishing it wasn't there. And I think that's also a part of this journey, is realizing that it's okay not to like those parts of my body, but along the way I'm learning to love that part of myself no matter what. I think that we think if we start changing our mindset and start changing how we see ourselves, is magically going to get better, and it's not going to be like that. It's going to take work. And I know for me, over the last 9 months, it's taken a lot of time to try to change that mindset. And lately I've realized that I'm stepping on the scale more, and I'm not necessarily happy about how much I weigh. But I also have to realize that this is part of the reason I stopped doing this, because it just makes me feel awful. It makes me feel down. I've recently, changed up my workout routines. I found this old book and decided that I was just going to give it a try. And something that's helped is in the beginning of the workouts, it's like stretching out your body. And I've realized that during this time, it's allowed me to connect back with myself, to really, see how my body feels in each stretching motion. And it gives me that clear of mind just to kind of sit with myself for a moment and, be proud that I can move my body the way that I want to move my body. Even on those days when it's just walking on the treadmill. Like, I haven't done that in a long time, and to be honest, I was very sweaty afterwards, and I'm proud of myself for doing that, because it kind of shows that even the little bits of movement are still going to help, even though sometimes, I question if I could have gone harder or done better. Also, with changing up, food-wise too, I've questioned if what I'm eating is right or if I need to eat differently. And I've always talked about how I am constantly changing that relationship with food. And I'm constantly trying to figure out, how to not overthink the food that I'm preparing or going too deep into it. Like recently, as you're seeing, I have become like a fan of putting eggs and cottage cheese together. It just is so good. Like, I like eggs and I like cottage cheese, and it's something that has a lot of protein, for helping your, body recover after working out and all that. But also, besides it being like good for you, I like to eat it because it tastes good. I think that for a lot of us, we think we have to eat certain foods and go on these certain diets, and the foods don't necessarily taste as good. And I've learned that if I'm going to try to eat healthier, I need to eat things that taste good, and I'm not going to make myself, eat things that I necessarily wouldn't like, or if I eat them, they don't taste good. And I think that, again, everything for me has been a shifting and a learning curve, because I do want to do better, like adding veggies to my breakfast, lunch, dinners, getting fruits and stuff in. I think everything's a learning curve, because I do want to do better for myself and for my body, but I just need to figure out how to do that and how to, have that be a part of my day. And I think also doing something like this on those days where I'm being hard on myself has helped, because I'm choosing to, nourish my body and help my body in a way that, is better for me, instead of eating junk food or, eating stuff that's not good for my body. If I, help my body by eating something that is better for me, I overall know that it's going to make me feel better. I also know that when I eat junk food, I feel sluggish and run down, but I've noticed that when I eat these, prepped little meals or breakfast, and I put the time and effort into it, I feel better and I feel good about myself. But I also think that it's just a learning curve, and it takes time to figure out what you like and what you don't like and how to go forward with that. But again, I think sometimes I overthink my food, and I want to get back to just enjoying making food without overthinking it and just putting stuff together, because again, I like what I put together and I like what it tastes like. I think that also something that I do when I have rough body image days is I overeat, or I'm not eating necessarily good, and then I feel bad about not eating better foods. But I think everything comes in flows. Like, you're going to have really good days and you're going to have really bad days, and I don't think we should punish ourselves for choosing to eat or drink what we want. Something else I'm trying to work on is drinking more water, because I, have stepped away from drinking, too much soda. And I know I don't drink enough water, but, if I can take that step every day and at least maybe drink 3 to 4 bottles of water, I would, be happy. But I think the goal for me is always trying to up from the day before. And I know I struggle with water the most, but slowly but surely I'm getting there. That's why I kind of just wanted to create a video of you just kind of following me during my morning routine and just how I've been feeling lately. Again, I always want to be honest about what I'm going through and how I'm feeling, and to be honest, not every day is perfect and not every week is a good week, and I've just been struggling a lot lately with how I view my body. I've been, again, looking in the mirror and picking myself apart and not liking what I see in clothing, which is just really hard. So instead of dealing with it, I'd rather just cover it up, and sometimes I think that's okay. You just do what you need to do for yourself to feel comfortable and keep moving forward. And if I need to have these days where I cover up my body, that's fine. You know, even with vlogging, I'm picking myself apart in videos, but I know that in this moment, all these thoughts and all these feelings, like, it's okay to have them because they're not always going to be there. Again, I am constantly working on how I view myself and how I view my body, and if these moments are going to come, these moments are going to come because they are moments for me to learn that I am human and that I'm not going to like myself every moment of every day or like my body at every moment and every day, and that's okay. It's okay to have rough days. It's okay to have rough moments, but it's also a moment for me to reflect and say, okay, these are things that I need to work on and I need to help myself to move forward. And at the end of the day, I'm happy for these rough moments because it helps me learn what I need to do to move forward.